From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And right away, he lost the football. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jakeem Grant, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got any weapon.
They go play action now. Jackson looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Hey, they're scared, they're scared. Back.
On 3rd down, Jackson completes it to Samuel. A gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let's go second.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Come on.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
You got that right there. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. You're up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 24, check 24. Hey, 50. 50's a...
Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey, 87 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 13.
Now it's Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Check, lucky. Check 37. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
That's it, baby. We go
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Stafford. He finds Robinson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Robinson. It's a gain of 16 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Man left, man left. We got it.
To throw again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Double right.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare. Look at it. Hey, check 24.
Coleman. And how about that for just running out the clock? Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. McManus now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson now. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Watch the slats, watch the slats. Mike's 50. Wait. Kill. Henry. Hey, Mike's 50. Come on.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 40.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charles Clay there to make the grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Shit. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ain't together. We don't want none. Go. Tighten up.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 26. Check. Mike 40. I got him. I got him.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. No.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike 50. Know your job.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Under 10. 10. Mike 50.
Jackson on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Flushed out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Let's go. Check.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Trey Flowers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it is incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you overrun the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Take off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 40. Mike 40. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Why? Get one straight.
On 3rd down, Jackson on the screen. This is Coleman. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here's Jackson. Got his target, Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Jackson steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyree Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers get a score closer. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Set. 180. 50. 50's a month. 50's a month. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Switch.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Hey, turn it up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Jackson to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Coleman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Good move at the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10. 44-yard
Let's
line.
pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Wahoo. Alert 3. Check, grab it. Check.
Throwing now is Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Jackson. This one into the hands of Hurd. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.